E-Gulayan, a vegetable delivery system in Albay. Introduction. The development of an online vegetable delivery system had been a long-term dream of many people. Over the years, various systems had been developed to facilitate the process for vegetable, but they all had their problems. The most common problem with the system was that they are not user-friendly and hard to navigate. The users end up spending more time trying to figure out how to use it than actually shopping for vegetables. In today's business environment, electronic commerce is dominated by extremely effective online technologies and mobile communication, while the state global businesses is still significantly impacted by electronic commerce. Developments and applicants have started to focus more on mobile computing and wireless web. Another comes with the prototype. The proposed study will have solved the problem of traditional selling products. The process will ease the time, create system will make purchasing and selling of products more efficient, help the students avoid human error, and enhance businesses development. Objectives of study. The study E-Gulayan, a vegetable delivery system in Albay, aimed to develop a web-based delivery system for the market vendors and farmers of Albay. Especially, it aimed to determine the problems encountered by the local vegetable vendors at the public market, to design and develop a web-based delivery system that would help farmers boost their businesses in the online market. 3. Evaluate the proposed system in terms of usability and functionality of ISO 25010. Scope and limitation. The proposed project, E-Gulayan, a vegetable delivery system in Albay, had been designed and developed for the vegetable vendors in the market of since they sold vegetable on Tuesday and Friday. The researchers had called every farmer in Albay to find out what vegetable had been harvested and when the next harvest had been, so we could update the ordering page. The system had two types of user account. One was part of the admin that manipulates the system that could add admin, update admin, and delete admin. In the category section, the admin could upload the category of the vegetable and is set to feature and active if the admin want to show the category vegetable uploaded in the admin page. The admin also could add vegetable, set the price, upload the image of vegetable, and receive the order of the client. The second user account was for the customer. The client could view what was available vegetable, select what type of vegetable, and they wanted to order in the place order. The limitation of this study is we were only focused on the market vendors in public market. We sold vegetable only on the system, and this project is specialized in ordering and delivering of vegetables. Research methodology. The researchers used a descriptive method of research. The developmental method is engaged in developing the system. This method is focused on the progressive changes that occur in the system. This was a systematic way of designing, developing, and evaluating the system to meet the objectives of the study. The descriptive method was used in the description and interpretation of the characteristics of the study, on how the system developed, and how can it be useful to the targeted users. In this method, the researchers interview randomly selected market vendors in public market. Sources of data. The primary source of data is that the researchers surveyed how useful the system could be in selected area, and through study, they managed to produce a well-developed and accessible delivery system. That is also significant for further researchers in conducting the same study. Sources of secondary data are government publications, websites, books, and journal articles. Data gathering procedures. The researcher used various instruments to gather and collect appropriate and reliable information of data about the topic to classify the actual issue and the people's marketing procedure. The researchers would conduct questionnaire-based surveys of producers and buyers of agricultural produce, supplemented through interviewers and background research with the Google Form questionnaire composed of 10 questions to gather much information as possible. After the system was completed, The researchers will evaluate it with Google form questionnaire composed of criteria that would be able to determine and identify the flaws and drawbacks of the system after being used by the users and apply necessary improvements to the system. The researchers would also use secondary resources such as published papers, articles, and some literal reviews relevant to the present study analysis as it used help to support the questionnaire-based survey list result.
System requirements. The system requirement is a declaration of the functionality a system must have to meet needs of the client. It also configuration that system needs for a piece or hardware or software to function properly. This specification reflect the ideal environment for app to operate in for user-friendly, pleasurable, and seamless experience. The minimum requirements for a desktop or a laptop or OS Windows 7, recommended Windows 8, Windows 10, CPU, Intel 1. GHz, Intel Dual Core 1.5 GHz with 2 GB RAM and 16 GB ROM with the Intel and HD graphics hardware. System requirements: hardware, processor, Intel 1.0 GHz, Intel Dual Core 1.5 GHz, memory, minimum of 2 GB RAM, graphics, Intel HD graphics, storage with at least 16 GB of space. Software, operating system, Windows 7, Windows 8, and Windows 10, 16 GB. Data requirements. The researcher analyzed existing system based on the data gathered from the market, vendor, and farmers of Albay. The analysis of existing system will serve as a guide to come up with the study. It was delivery system that will give hand to the market vendors since they still use a manual system transaction for selling and receiving their products, wherein a cost of efficient method was inconvenient and consumed more time. It was the kind of delivery system that will provide a better marketing experience for selling and purchasing goods over the internet. The flow of transactions started. The vendor bought vegetable goods from the vegetable buyer or farmers the set of price of vegetable and next arrange the vegetable according to the size, maturity, refineness, and appearance. Finally, the vendor had been sold the vegetable to the consumers. Farmers plant the seed first, the spray insecticide, pesticide, and next harvesting, and lastly sold the harvest vegetable to the vegetable buyer and or market vendors. The proposed system. The research looked at the requirements required to build system, gather pertinent information for the creation of web-based system. Data gathering for the market, vendors, and farmers is incorporated to assurance system functionality. After acquiring the essential data from the internet, books, and papers, the research chose which software will utilize to produce a design for the system. The research contract and lay out the desired design of the system before finalizing the design interface to pinpoint where each button supplemental design should be placed until the research had grasped the system graph of architecture and produced the final design. Several software procedures are carried out of the system. The proposed system primarily programming language were Visual Studio Code, HTML, PHP, cascading style sheet, and Canva. Additionally, the system also uses of Exam, a web server for its SQL database of the back end. The development of the E-Gulayan as vegetable delivery system, all criteria for the impartial study to access the data gathered. The system will serve as a channel of a communication between the administrator, sellers, and buyers.
Proposed system usability. The usability of the E-Gulayan, a vegetable delivery system in Was Albay, is determined based on the criteria of ISO 25010 quality standards. According to ISO 25000.com 2021, ISO 25010 software and data quality system is the degree to which the system satisfies the stated and implied needs of its various stakeholders and thus provides value. The quality model is the cornerstone of a product quality evaluation system. This determines the quality characteristic which had been taken into account in evaluating the property. E-Gulayan, a vegetable delivery system in Was Albay, focuses on the usability characteristic of a ISO 25010 quality standard criteria of the system which was shown in the result figures. The proposed system is considering the following criteria. Proposed system usability. We have 20 total respondents. Question number 1, the appropriateness. We have 14 answered excellent, 6 in very good, 0 pair, 0 poor, and we have total weighted mean 4.7. And second, the learnability. We have 10 answered excellent, 9 in very good, 0 good, 1 pair, 0 poor, and we have total weighted mean 4.4. And 3, operability. We have 12 answered excellent, 7 very good, 1 good, 0 pair, 0 poor, and we have total weighted mean 4.55. And number 4, user error protection. We have 10 answered excellent, 6 very good, 3 good, 1 pair, and 0 poor. We have total weighted mean 4.25. And number 5, user interface aesthetics. We have 12 answer excellent, 7 very good, 1 good, 0 pair, 0 poor, and we have total weighted mean 4.55. And the last, the accessibility. We have 12 answered excellent, 6 very good, 2 good, 0 pair, 0 poor, and we have total weighted mean 4.5. The total weighted mean is 4.49. Summary of findings. The proposed project E-Gulayan, a vegetable delivery system in Was Albay, had been designed and developed for the vegetable vendor in the market of Was. The system had two types of user account. One was the part of the admin that manipulates the system, that could add admin, update admin, and delete admin. In the category section, the admin could upload the category of vegetable and set it to feature inactive if the admin wanted to show the category system uploaded in the admin page. The admin could also add vegetable, set the price, upload image of vegetable, and receive the client's order. The second user account was for the customers. The client could view what was available vegetable, select what type of vegetable they wanted to order, and place an order. The summary of findings. The proposed system primary programming language were HTML, PHP, cascading style sheets, CSS, and Canva. Additionally, the system also used SAMP, a web server for its SQL database on the back end, and Visual Studio Code as the code editor. The development of the E-Gulayan as a vegetable delivery system met all criteria for the impartial study to assess the data gathered. The system will serve as a channel of communication between the administrator, seller, and buyer. The usability of the proposed system is assessed by system evaluation, with the system usability characteristic being the main emphasis of the evaluation criteria, which are based on ISO 25010 quality standards. On both desktop and laptop, the system responds quickly on their choice and technical gadget. Individual can view and check out products digitally. The conclusion. With the traditional way of selling product of the local vendors in Luwas Market, this is not effective enough to handle daily business operation and not efficient in providing their customer the quality service. Second, with the aid of the programming language and tools, the proponents have designed an e-marketing system that computerizes the ordering of purchasing of products for the customer and provides fast and efficient processing of the daily operation. Third, based on the responses of the evaluation result of usability criteria of E-Gulayan, a vegetable delivery system in Was Albay, most of indicators were considered excellent. The respondents indicated to the system were evaluated concerning the attributes being addressed. The result in general indicate that the developed delivery system is feasible and alternative for the traditional way of selling and promoting local products. Recommendation. Based on the findings and conclusion of this study, the following recommendations are presented to further improve the system. 1. Adding a cashless transaction by accepting electronic payment method like GCash or Paymaya. Second, to expand their services outside of their current location and to provide wider service. The system needs to be converted to a mobile application on Android or iOS. Third, for the convenience of the buyer, include a tracking notification or the location of the acquired goods. And last, enhance the system design interface for a more efficient delivery system.